This is for all my folks out there making them life gains in the money. We've got 7, well, really 8, but 7 stocks I want to show you guys after I show you what happened with Tesla, because Tesla's definitely one of my 8 stocks I want you guys to keep an eye on second half of the year. Let's take a look at why you should be watching them to see what's going on with them.
Tesla just coming out with second quarter delivery numbers. I want to get straight over to Phil LeBeau, who's got those numbers. Phil?
Andrew, Tesla delivered 201,250 vehicles in the second quarter. The overwhelming majority of those vehicles were the Models 3 and Models Y. Not surprising, given that Elon Musk talked about some of the part shortages, the chip impact, and raw material cost impact in the second quarter. The Model S and Model X combined, they only delivered a little under 2,000 of those vehicles. In terms of the little bit of pressure you're seeing on shares of Tesla, the estimate on the street, according to FactSet, had ticked up to 207,000. So this is just shy of that, but I'm not sure I would call this a miss. I think it's roughly in line with what expectations were. The estimates, by the way, were all over the place, from 195,000 up to 230,000. But again, Tesla delivering just over 200,000 vehicles in the second quarter.
Jared, let's talk about a little bit of corporate news that also hit the tape earlier this morning on a ticker that people are always watching on our website. That's Tesla, coming out with its second quarter delivery numbers, better than analysts expected, and Elon Musk tweeting to mark the occasion.
Yeah, exactly. Quarterly deliveries for the second quarter came in at 202,250, something in there. I might be off by 1,000, but that was a good number, good enough for a record number. There are a lot of concerns about slowing deliveries, particularly in China. Can the rest of the world kind of pick up the slack? I'm looking at a Tesla chart right here. It is bullishly constructive. On a short-term basis, we do have an uptrend here, confirmed by higher highs and higher lows. We've gotten above the 50-day moving average. And also this negative trend line right here, it just managed to break out of. So could find some momentum here to the upside when we get some more catalyst for it. We know we're going to be heading into earnings season, so I think we get their earnings in about a month or so. Don't quote me on that. But all in all, looking good, or looking better for Tesla.
With that momentum, ladies and gentlemen, the car theme seems to be where a lot of the professionals are saying money is going to be going when it comes to the stock market. So number one on my list of 7, of course, Tesla's up there. You saw that they just showed you where the MACD and the RSI meet. That's what he meant when he said they cross. That's the section where the resistance has been met and it's time to start watching the stock for uptrend. But also on the list, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Ford. Ford was on my list to start the year. Me and Larry have been in and out of Ford, making money left and right. You see the consensus target price is going to go up 8%. Check them out. Next on my list, GM. I've talked about them, but I haven't been as bullish on GM, but I am now. They've got a markup side of 12%. So check them out. Now, this is Larry's wheelhouse. We've got a little bit of VMware. Upside potential, 9.7%. Give them a look. Then we've got a biopharmaceutical. They've got a 36% upside, and a lot of this is based on the issues we're dealing with that new variant being an issue worldwide. And they're also doing a lot of genetic testing, and one of their drugs has just passed the FDA. So a lot of people are putting money on them, thinking it's going to get to that 116 price target before the end of the year. I'm going to buy a couple of shares and see if this really happens so I can come back and say to you guys it went down. Here's another good one, CVS. They're giving this one a 12% upside over the next 3 months. A lot of this has to do with the boom they've seen from people coming to get those vaccines. And in the fall, ladies and gentlemen, they're doing flu shots. Kids can go there and get some other things that they're going to be needing when the fall comes. Take a look at them. One of my favorite stocks, Coca-Cola. They're looking at them to have a 8% upside. And the duality you get with this stock is that it pays a great dividend. And I'm already in this one for 100 and some odd shares, and I'm not letting go. This is going to be a stock that gets passed down to my daughter because they pay such a nice dividend. Last but not least, this is something Larry mentioned a long time ago, and now they're saying you need to get it. Kellogg, ladies and gentlemen, they're saying has a pretty much about an 8% upside over the next 3 months. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my list of 8 stocks you should be considering buying a bunch of right now and just sitting on them waiting for the next 3 to 6 months as they're talking about high growth numbers. Put some money on them, see where they go. Larry, you get first crack at this. Which ones of those do you like?
That's really hard for me. Because a lot of those were, I like some of my more budget stocks, but I do like the Coca-Cola because I like the fact that it pays a nice dividend on top of the projected upside. But for me, I don't like those $100, $200, $600 stocks. It's putting too many eggs in one basket for me.
What?
Oh, I don't
Lord.
like them.
Oh,
I'm more along the lines of the $20 to $50 stocks.
So Larry likes to live the life of value. That's all he wants to do. He wants to live the life of value and see where it goes. Me, on the other hand, I like my eggs to be sure and ready, and I like to risk some of those little stocks that Larry's talking about. Muchella, anything on this list that you like?
I still have Ford. I'm gonna look into getting into Kellogg now that y'all said that, and I did hear Larry mentioned it. I think that's when you and him did the segment by yourselves.
Yep, Larry talked about Kellogg way back in the day. Now he don't even want none because the stock is $60. Larry, come on, man. Come on, man. Oh my!
I'm still kicking myself for not getting in the Levi back when they were like $10 or something.
Yeah, my man Bucky made a comment. He got mad at Elon because Elon poo-pooed Bitcoin. But you know what? He stood up Dogecoin, which I don't own Dogecoin. And Tesla still has holdings in Bitcoin. Now, they're not accepting it, but they still have a whole lot of Bitcoin. I think of everybody on the stock market, Tesla has the second amount of Bitcoin. The company that has more than them, MicroStrategy. And so, Bucky, my brother,
they just made a big Bitcoin purchase just recently.
Yeah, Bucky, my brother, hold on, Bitcoin to the moon, crypto to the moon. I'm believing in it, brother. I done got me a coin, a full Bitcoin. I got it when it was down 32 stacks, and I'm waiting for that joint to go. By Christmas, I want to see 80 grand. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.